Welcome back to another Reptile Jones video, and I want to just take a minute and say if you haven't seen this video, go back and take a look at that. That is solely the reptile house. This video is going to be focused on the Museum of Natural History that is also at the Toledo Zoo, because they have a pretty good selection of venomous reptiles on display in that building and some other kind of cool stuff I thought maybe you guys would like. Okay, so this enclosure I wanted to show you here is just the reason I like coming to zoos and places like this, to gain inspiration from how they do their setups. And I hope that you guys also watching also take some inspiration from these enclosures, because they were really nicely done in my opinion. And this snake was just phenomenal. There's a couple of them in the enclosure. I could get video of two of them. I just love this video here. These snakes were just absolutely gorgeous, and they were right up front on full display and just looking incredible. Here's another really incredible setup that I also am taking inspiration from, and there were multiple vipers in this setup as well. I don't remember exactly what vipers these were, but they were definitely stunning, to say the least. I don't know if these guys are a new addition to the zoo's collection. I know that they've had the gaboon vipers for quite some time, but I don't ever remember seeing rhino vipers here before. So if it is, it's awesome that they've got something new on display. Now what's interesting about these guys is they are native to the area of Ohio that I'm at, but unfortunately they're really not seen it at all, really. A lot of because they come from more of a swampy, marshy area, and a lot of that land here in northwest Ohio has been drained for farmland. But just across the state line in Indiana, about 30 minutes away, there is a state park that has a population of these living there. And then, of course, just to the north of me is Michigan, and there's lots of them up there as well. So I doubt I'll ever see any of these guys in Ohio, but I definitely have seen them in Indiana, again at that state park. But phenomenal little snakes. It's crazy to see this because they really do resemble the eastern milk snake and young eastern milk snakes, which are in our area. Okay, so for this section of the museum, I tried to get as much of the critters as I could, but a lot of these guys are just going to simply be hiding deep within the setup, the substrate, in their caves, and I really couldn't get them on camera, but I just really want to focus or kind of not just glaze past it. These setups are extremely nicely done, and for this was a crab, I can't remember, vampire crabs. But I still wanted to showcase the setups because I think they were extremely, done extremely well, and I think we can all take a little inspiration from their setup. So while some of these clips coming up, you won't actually see the inhabitant, I felt it was still important to share some of the enclosures and random camera shots of me thinking I had turned the camera off, but whatever. Those things happen. That was fun just to leave it in there as a little blooper. But look at these setups. I mean, just done extremely well. It's inspirational to me. And of course the lighting made it kind of difficult, with the reflective glass and everything. But that is a blonde tarantula or something, I think that was. So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, at least take some inspiration from the setups. I know I keep saying that, but that's really what I took from my day here. Was obviously the animals were phenomenal, but like this Mexican red knee, I've owned one, so I think it's absolutely an amazing tarantula, but I still enjoy the setups. That's right, I said it again. Okay, so this is footage on the second story of their giant biodome structure that you've seen as I was walking into the building there. That's still photo, that's the clip art for the video. So this is the second story. So these are the tops of all these trees, and I'm just extremely blown away by the size of the leaves on these banana trees. I just didn't realize they got that big. But it was really nice to just come in here because it was super warm. Now normally they would have butterflies and whatnot flying around in here, but for the season they didn't have any, but there were a handful of tropical birds in here that I didn't really get them on video because, well, it's heavily a lot of foliage there for them to hide in, but you might catch a glimpse of them here or there as they fly through my frame. That's just kind of looking down on the lower level, but I'll go through the door here. This is the lower level, so now we're underneath the canopy, which again was extremely awesome. And if I ever become a billionaire, one of these will be added to my house. I'm just gonna say that now. But yeah, again, it's just, you know, what we'll see here coming up when I'm at the edge and I look out, you can see that Ohio still has plenty of snow on the ground, but in here it was nice, warm. It smelled real nice and like earthy. And you know, for anybody who likes to be out in the woods and stuff, you understand. And no, it was just a nice break from the cold, miserable winters that we have here in Ohio. So again, I should pan right here coming up. So we got all this nice foliage, nice sunlight coming in through the top, in between the leaves and whatnot. I can't wait to come back when they actually do have the butterflies and insects, you know, flying around in here, because I can't imagine that only just adds to the feel of the place, as far as feeling like you're actually in a chunk of the rainforest, which is a goal of mine. Plenty of orchids all around. They were having an orchid show, which I'll show a little bit of that later on. I don't know if these orchids were just placed because of that, or if they naturally grow this many orchids in here. But so yeah, look, we're gonna pan outside and look at that ugly snow and drab brown and drab grays or greens. You know, and then we pan back in here and it's nice and lush and it feels warm and the sunshine is bright. Yeah, it was great. So I added some clips of just the other parts of the museum. They had a lot of these kind of exhibits set up that I thought were pretty interesting. This particular room I found even more entertaining because it just, you know, it's the micro environment that could be in your backyard, but it's been scaled up. So it was cool to see, and I just wanted to share this kind of stuff with you guys, so that way, you know, you can. You know, obviously the kids are going to enjoy this. Here's a nice, extremely large ring snake. But yeah, I just thought it would be fun to show you guys some of this stuff, just so that way you can see what else there is at this museum that I think is cool. And you probably will as well. And then there's going to be some video footage coming up after I get through this room. So Toledo is on the shores of Lake Erie, so they've got some exhibits set up to kind of show the different habitats that are found in our area. Of course, we got streams and whatnot, and the lake shore itself, and then some of the islands that are out there on the lakes, and just the wildlife you're gonna find out in this area. Now this is pretty cool setup with these little, I believe, rainbow trout maybe. In this stream. It's just a shame that somebody scratched up the acrylic already, because this is only this is a new exhibit, maybe less than 2 years old. So I'm certain it was probably done on accident. At least let's just hope, anyways. So again, we're just gonna finish off this video with some of this natural environment that they've got on display that's can be found here in our corner of Ohio.
Shut up and sit down.